Hello, friends. I am about to play something not on my wish list, but from my library that I have not played in over 5 years. And if you've played the Stanley Parable, then you will know that there is one special little achievement that you can unlock if you choose to go outside and don't play the Stanley Parable for 5 years. I intend to get this. It's been over 5 years for me, so they better not have been very specific about it being exactly 5 years. The last time I played it was, as you can see, September 27th, 2015, and it is today, October 1st of 2022. So I will be very mad if I do not get some kind of bonus for waiting over 5 years. No, I'll just be mad if they don't give me the regular little achievement. That's all I wanted. Yeah, I saw that and I cracked up laughing when I saw that achievement, and I said, challenge accepted. I will see you later, Stanley. Anyway, so let's hope this works. Okay, here we go. Push and play. Yes. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay, maybe really fast. Alright, go. Galactic Cafe. Yes! I got it! Achievement unlocked! Fun. So fun. That was clever. That was a very clever achievement. Alrighty. Begin game. End is never, the end is never, the end is never. Yeah, if you haven't played the Stanley Parable, it is a game that you can play over and over and over again and try and see what different endings you can find. I don't know how many times I'm going to try and play through this right now. I'm probably just going to do it a couple of times at least, just because I can't remember. But there are some fun little crazy places you can go with this game. And I love the soundtrack. And I love
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I love the narrator. He's awesome.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, for the first time, I'm going to play through this strictly by what the narrator is telling me to do. And then I'll have some fun with it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is this the meeting room? Everybody's gone! Meeting room? Is this the meeting room?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alrighty. I'm trusting you, narrator. You will not lead me astray. Aha, meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oopsie, ran into a door. All the doors shut behind you, creepily. Go upstairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, I heard you. I heard you say upstairs, so I knew not to go downstairs. Hopefully this isn't too jerky looking. It looks a little jerky to me. Yeah. This looks like a boss's office. Like a crime lord boss office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What are my instructions now, narrator? You're supposed to tell me every step of the way what to do. Hello? Narrator, what am I doing? I want instructions. I can't do anything without being told what buttons to push. Oh well, fine. Here's a big button. I can press that. I don't remember that loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
This game does have a bit of an eerie feel to it.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, we could escape if we want to, but let's don't. Let's do what we're told. And what now? Big, empty room.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Did something change? Oh, this changed. You can turn the cameras on. I want to look at things. I was trying to touch that. So, employee observation protocol. I wish I could. Can I zoom in? I can't right click or something to zoom in, can I? What does that say? Something days. Oh well. Let's push this big button here.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Super dark. Employee 292 looks like he works in the boss's office. Doesn't that look like the boss's office? Curious.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Who's the fired person? Just that one person who's fired. Oh, I can't. Okay, now I can move. Now what?
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
The guy who narrated this game did such a good job. He's so funny.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
How do I do that? Console disabled. Everything's offline. Buttons I don't know what to do with. Mind control idle awaiting input. I'll give you some input. My input is to
And when at last he
turn
found the
it
source
off.
of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Everything is going off.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
To freedom!
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin. The feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
The end. Yeah. So then they just start you all over again back at the beginning. Okay, so that's how you, quote, win the game. You just do exactly what the narrator tells you to do. But then you can go back and you can annoy the stew out of the narrator by refusing to do what he says to do, which is what I shall do right now.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
You know what? I think I can get out of this window. Wait, can I not jump? Wait, I used to be able to jump. I remember that. At least I thought I did. I'm pretty certain I could jump. Are they not gonna let me do that? Hold on. Let me... Options. Excuse me. Acceleration amount. Mouse acceleration. Raw mouse input. Mouse sensitivity. Reverse mouse? Edit keys. Let's see. Achievements. But, oh, this is... Oh, wait, I just got on top of this box. But it won't let me go higher. I could have sworn. Guess I'm wrong. Alright, now what? Now what do I want to do? I mean, I got the thing I came for. I got the 5-year not playing achievement, so I don't really feel the need to do a whole lot more. Yes, okay, alright, so you can walk up on top of things. And I'm pretty sure I remember username. I'm pretty sure I remember being able to somehow glitch my way out of a window. This looks like my office.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I'm not gonna do it your way this time, sir. I'm going through all the opposite things you tell me to do.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yep.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I just want to see...
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Give me a soda! Oh, come on. Soda! No soda.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
It is.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
It's so worth it. It's so worth it just to hear you say that. Okay, I can't seem to do anything else.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Not. Ooh.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
The only reason why I'm here is because I am so good at following directions, but today is different. You refused to give me directions at my little computer where I was happy, and so now I'm going to do whatever it is I want to do. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. That's so funny. It does bother me that I can't jump because I thought I could beforehand. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Duly noted. Can I die? If I can I just jump off of here? Can I jump off of here? Okay, this is dark, but I'm gonna try. Woo! I can.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh dear, no. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna just zoom ahead to where I died and we'll do something else.
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
That's great. He will say different things. That's fun. Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay. All right. So, it's good to know I'd forgotten that you can kill yourself. So that's kind of dark.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Really?
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Who's that?
Someone you've forgotten about.
Who's that?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her? What?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Who are you talking about?
She's been waiting.
Who are you talking about? Let me in. Okay. She ain't behind that door, at least. Okay. Wow, this room is really dark. I'm scared.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Okay. Now what? What?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
Come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No, thank you. That was terrifying. Ew. Ew. I don't want to be left alone in here with that
This is a very
thing.
sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh, good morning, employee 427. Press Y on your keyboard. I had to look for Y. I couldn't see my keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
I can't get through that door. It's blocked by a chair, and this thing scares me!
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Get me
Now
out!
he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
No, I'm not.
Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Ah! No! I want out!
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would
out of my
ever
way.
happen to him.
There's no way.
And so he began to fantasize about his own
The
job.
TV left.
First, he imagined that one day while at work, He stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his... Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Okay.
But there is no
Oh, thank
answer.
goodness.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Wow, this is super dark. And as you can see, this room is slowly turning back into Stanley's office. I can't... My keyboard is in such a place where I can't see it. And
I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because it's the only way I can get out of here.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press H to question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh my word. I was about to say, at what point is the door going to open and I'll just be allowed to go to the beginning? Whoa, wait a minute. Everything's different looking out there. This is not normal.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, they just gave me a shortcut here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, wait. Was there something else over there I didn't do? Maybe. Let's go through the left this time. Let's follow his instructions for a little bit.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers. Oh, I didn't get to read all of it. Dang it. This is funny. In some ways, I can relate to Stanley. This environment is a little familiar. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic of... They won't say... Standard graphics 4 times. Alright, onward. A broom closet? I want inside this broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, I like this broom closet. It's different. I got the hiccups.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Yep.
No reason to still be here.
No reason. No reason at all. Other than... Oh.
It was baffling that Stanley
That's a
was still
friend.
just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing...
Okay, hold on just a second. I just got messaged by a friend. Let me stop and reply.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes, I am.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
It's because I want to talk to my friend. Now, will you be quiet for a second while I do that? Yes. Alright, I'm back.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
I do.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
It's significant because you are hilarious in reacting to me being in here.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
It's hilarious. Okay, I'm leaving now. You can close that door now. Are you happy? I'm out of the closet. I want to comment. Narrator. Alright, he's not going to comment.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright. For now, let's go upstairs because there was one ending there I wanted to see. What's this door? Executive bathroom. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. Uh-oh. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. That's a lovely purse. I don't understand that. Extreme bathrooms. I don't remember this being available when I last played this game. Is this a bonus? Is this an update? I feel like that's supposed to be really funny, but I don't get it. It's lost on me. It's wasted on me. Are there buttons back here I can push? Let me past. Yeah. Ooh. More. Ooh. What? Someone shooting a panda? That's graphic. That's terrible. I am the most expensive boss. Okay. Good for you. Indoors monthly. Time. Time is repeated here. Woohoo! Elevator. Do I get some elevator music to go with it? This was definitely not in the version I played. Yes! Elevator! Stanley. This is brilliant. I love that they had the guy playing the narrator do this. Just have this long elevator song with him singing in the background. That's hilarious. This is a long elevator ride. What did he say? I can't hear everything he's saying. Okay, I'm ready to go, narrator. Can it be done now? Alrighty.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 28 4, 5. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Alright, my friend was commenting on me playing this game, having never played it before. Quick break while I respond. Alright, get in the elevator. Okay, somewhere down here, I remember seeing a door.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
This is it. Escape. I want to see where the escape goes to. Where does it lead?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
What? No, I will not. I won't meet my violent death at the end
The
of
door
this.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No, I'm not. I want the escape route.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Is that an elevator shaft? Let's see. Yep, that was death. It led to death. Wait, what? Oh!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Oh, no.
he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
You had to
Stanley
load?
can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss.
This is
like
terrible!
having the eyeballs
Get me
from
out!
So
No!
he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
I want to jump!
Farewell, Stanley.
I could have jumped off. No! Ah!
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What? That's not what happened. What? That's weird. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
This is super dark. This blueprint shows the office from the building of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors were the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Oh, how funny. This is new. I don't recall this. Credits! Oh yes, Kevin Brighting. The impeccable Kevin Brighting as the narrator. Sid Arthur, that's a cool name. He did a good job. Kevin MacLeod. Am I going crazy? Maybe it isn't the same image Was the clock there before? I don't remember. How do I go back? Can you check for me? The point of the Stanley Parable HD remix is to lose. Yep. The point of the Stanley Parable, okay, is to win. What? These are screenshots of the Stanley Parable. More endings, fewer endings, more narrators. Few narrators, more Stanley, less Stanley. That's so funny. From Montgomery Jones, subject the lights. What do the lights in the control room do? I really want to know. So do we all, Montgomery Jones. So do we all. That's hilarious. So interesting. Alright, well, let's see. Did I go this way? Yeah, I did. In one direction, it looked like... Oh, yeah, the exit. Let's go to the exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Who are you talking about? Me and the narrator?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
What are you
Listen to
talking?
me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Okay. Begin the game again. There. I followed her advice. Oh, man alive. Oh, and it's returned to normal. Okay. Alright. Let's...
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yes, all my
What could
coworkers
it
are
mean?
gone. What can it mean? I
Stanley
don't know.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where's the place where I could get through a window? I remember being able to crawl through a
When
window.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left. Ignoring the broom closet this time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
No.
Hoping he might... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope, I'm going down this time. Down, down, down.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
What?
All the doors closed automatically behind him wherever he went. And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
That's it.
He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone.
This is
He
terrifying.
wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
It's true.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whoa, I am
Then
floating.
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
My goodness.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Where's the end?
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it.
Yes.
He would prove that he was in control.
Just
that
make
this
a
was
door
dream.
open.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Okay, wake up.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
This is so
the
dark.
fresh air of a world outside this one.
It's demented.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
This is so twisted. So twisted.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Oh no.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Oh my stars, that is so bad. I'd forgotten about that ending. That is just disturbing. Yeah, I remember not liking that. That is just too dark. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, wait, what?
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Oh.
What if he had to make a decision?
Okay.
What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself,
No.
is to wait.
I didn't.
Nothing will hurt me.
I didn't mean to close the
Nothing will
door.
break me. In here I can be happy forever.
No, I can't be
I will
happy forever.
happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed.
No.
Then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
No, he just died.
Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
No.
Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's
wanna
just
get out.
a little bit closer. Now it's even closer.
I didn't mean to shut the
Here
door,
it
y'all. Oh, okay. Alright, good. It ended for me. Great. Alright. Get me out of here. A phone? Where's the phone? Answer the phone.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Oh, that's cruel. It's cruel. I want to get out. Get me up here. I know there's a way I can get out the window. I remember being able to get out the window and him, like, the narrator taunting me over, oh, how clever you are. You got out the window. You think you're awesome, don't you? Ah. Sometimes the navigation is not very easy. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set
Nope.
of two
Going to
open,
the right.
This was not the correct way
Nope,
to the
that's-
meeting room,
I'm
and
not
Stanley
going
knew
there.
it perfectly well.
I'm
Perhaps he
going
wanted
to
to
try
stop by the
and
employee
find
lounge
one
first,
called
just to admire it.
the Adventure Line.
The lounge
ending.
was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally? But eager
Nope.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Huh. Okay. Wait. If I do, then what happens? Okay.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No! Pressing this button.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Come on, narrator. Get with it.
here, it's,
Where?
left.
Left?
Oh, no.
ah!
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Ah! Good grief, narrator.
No, no, not the right.
Stop it!
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Uh,
Now, let's see. We went down right.
come on, I have a life to live, narrator.
Left, right. Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Are you trying to kill me, narrator? Run fast! Man. Looked like they wanted to kill me there. Ooh!
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
No!
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now.
Yep,
the whole
it's rubbish.
story completely unusable.
It's true.
How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No, don't do that!
This time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
No, I don't want to go to the top. You're mean,
All of his
narrator.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game
I
over,
know
completely
you
fresh.
did.
Everything should be... Well, did something change?
Everything's
Stanley,
changed.
Did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
Not to my
Did
knowledge.
you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
I want this one. The one behind these chairs. Uh-oh. Hold on just a second. Hold on. momentarily. I want to go through this door and see behind that chair.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
I'm sure there was.
Do we need to restart the game again?
No, don't restart
Well,
it.
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again.
No.
But it's got to be better than this.
No, it's
okay,
fine.
let's give it a shot. Why not?
No. Ugh! Now you're just messing with me.
All of his co-workers
As if you haven't
were
been
gone.
messing with
What
me the
could it
entire
mean?
game.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I keep running into doorways. Oh no.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
It's much
I might
worse.
be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Open
Why don't
it.
we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Open it. Open the door. Have things changed? I don't know why, but things do feel a little different, or maybe I'm just psyching
Aha!
myself out.
I knew we'd missed something. The
What?
story. Here it comes.
What?
No, wait,
Ah!
never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
If this ends up oh no. Oh, gross. Super gross. If this ends up being like the one where he freaks out and
Now
dies.
well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
Me neither.
Is this the story? I don't think so. I
I-
can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is
This
that
is
correct?
Yeah, an office building. This is not
You
a
remember,
finished
Stanley?
office building.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So,
Oh, my
good
stars.
job.
Okay.
No, I don't feel right about this at all.
Me neither.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
Me
I don't
too.
care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh, goodness. This is gonna... What is... Oh, here it goes. The adventure line. The Stanley Parable
All right,
adventure line.
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line.
Let's do it.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
So simple. I love it. I love a line. It's like the yellow brick road.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction.
Woohoo!
Onward, Stanley. to
Onward!
destiny. Though, here's a thought.
What?
Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there?
I guess
Or to
so.
put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa.
Wow.
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
Really weird.
Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Me neither.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yes! Adventure line music. Corporate bounces.
Cut the music.
What?
Go back and look at that fern.
What? What about the fern?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Really?
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
Why?
You won't want to miss anything.
I don't believe you. Back to the adventure line. Start the music again, please. Wait.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
Oh.
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right?
Yes.
The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh no.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore.
Pirate?
Restart.
No, I don't want you. Okay. I want the music.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Oh, okay. You're just messing with me.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What
This
do you
is
want our
physically
story to
impossible
be?
for us to be going in
Go
this
on.
direction.
Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
This whole game is about being messed with and finding it funny.
Oh, no, not you
Oh.
again.
It broke
Stanley,
through.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I want the Adventureline music back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Oh no. Okay, he's gone. Ah, this is so exciting.
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Is it
How
now?
important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
Yeah.
And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
What?
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then
No.
by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
No.
Another victory for logic.
I'm going through the
Come,
left
Stanley.
one.
Our destiny awaits.
No, I want the left door. Give me through the left door. Ugh. Don't let me do what I want to do. Whoa.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
You've been playing the confusion ending for a long time.
Confusion ending. You're telling me
Fifth
that's
restart.
what this is? It's all one
What?
giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all
Oh no.
determined? So now,
Wander in
according to the schedule,
blackness.
I restart again.
Find a
Then what?
bookstore, get
Am I
bored,
just
and
supposed to
the narrator
forget?
restarts the game.
Well, what if I don't want
The
to
narrator's
forget?
gone after a long time.
My
Stanley
mind goes
dies.
blank simply because it's written here on this thing wall.
man.
Well,
Look, the left door would have
me.
come in here
why
too.
don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
Me
I don't
neither.
want to be trapped like this.
Me neither.
I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Do it anyway.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it?
You did
we
it.
break the cycle?
You broke it.
The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I don't know.
So, okay.
Yeah.
I guess now we just wait. You
No.
know,
Open
I
a-
suppose in some way,
open a door.
that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Kind
I'm not quite
of.
sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime,
Whoa. Oh man. Oh, it was like forced restart. All right. Well, I think I have had enough for now. I'm just glad I got the special whatchamacallit? I'm just going to get back to real life now and forget about all this. This is thankfully not what real life is. Thankfully I do have a future And I do have hope for better things, so I'm going to go get back to that and my real life friends. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed seeing me play parts of this game. I have not played all the endings. So you will have to play it yourself if you care to go through all the madness in order to find them. Alright, you have a good evening. Take care. Bye.